Yo, what is going on, guys? JTibbs TV back at it again with another video. Man, I know y'all see the fresh cut, man. You know, I'm gonna steal your girl with it. Don't worry about it. Don't you dare worry about it, okay? Nah, but for real, we are going to be breaking down a really tough offense that I think is a very good offense, very underrated this year. Now, a lot of people use tight offset tight end like myself, but I may be dabbling around in, you know, the shotgun tight flex, trying it out, and this is what we're going to be going over today, the tight flex. And you guys are going to see how good the pass is versus it, you know, a lot of different routes, a lot of different route combos, that kind of stuff. I'm going to be breaking it down in totality just so you guys see how it works and how you guys can easily have big yard gains, just march your way down the field, mixing the run and the pass, even though it only has like one run. But this playbook, I know another playbook, I can't remember, it's an alternative one, has a better tight flex, but this one's just as good. The only difference between this one and that one is the other one has a read option, which is pretty much an inside zone. So be on the lookout for that, guys. But now let's hop into the video. Well, you guys see I'm using the Detroit Lions. Shout out to my guy, J-Wall. I was a little inspired to use them after their historic 3-0 start. Lions they're looking all right, man. They're looking not too bad, looking to make the playoffs. Will this be the year Matt Stafford can finally get over the hump and win a playoff game, though? That's the question. But here we are, tight flex. Now, the 4 plays we're going to be going over is double spot, HB curl, slot curl, and PA post shot, which is the best play easily in this formation. Now, double spot, as you guys see, it's a bench concept. And we're going to be doing this versus a cover 2. Now, what you guys have to understand is versus a cover 2, you guys are going to want to have routes that are going to suck down zones. So what I like to do is to the wide side of the field is this is the first route concept. We'll go ahead and do something like this. Now, you can leave the A route if you want. A lot of the times what I like to do is put them on a hitch. So, you know, our opponent really can't, you know, end up having enough time really, you know, to make a read or at least play defense. And you guys see right there, I'm able to get that pass off, step up in the pocket, and pretty much perfect the craft right there. Now, you can also do the same thing just to the right side this time. Also, what I like to do is to the opposite side, I always like to double team them just so I have a little bit more time in the pocket. And as you guys see right there, he's going to drop down. And if you can get a good possession catch right there before your opponent clicks on, that's great. The only thing I don't like about having, you know, the 3 receivers and 1 tight end is you have to go ahead and, you know, at least give your, you know, tight end some time, because obviously they're not as fast as receivers, so the quarterback's not going to lead it up as much. Also, what I'll do against the cover 2 is I will motion this guy out. I will streak A, and then I'll go ahead, or excuse me, I'll streak Y. I'll put A on a drag, and you can do whatever with B. You can put them on a curl, you can put them on a hitch, whatever you want. And what I like to do is this is going to take the attention away from the deep safety. Again, what you guys can also do is you can fade B if you want. Just something to get him out of the way so that you have this seam streak wide open for a touchdown. As you guys are going to see right here, it's not really that open, but again, actually I ended up catching that. It's kind of funny. But you guys see, you can really just mess with the cover 2, especially if your opponent's over pursuing on a lot of the angles. Also, what I like about this play is the little stock hitches they have in it. So what I'll do a lot of the times is I'll create kind of a flood concept. And this is really just to hit one of the spacing. So as you guys see right there, spacing, right there, boom. Hit one of the most surprising receivers this year, Kenny Galladay and Marvin Jones as well. So you guys see, I'm going to go into instant replay to show you guys how that works versus a cover 2. And pretty much break it down. So as you guys see, we're going to pause it right there. The seam right there with the tight end is very important. If you see that backer drop down, he's generally in a shaded down hook curl, as you guys are going to see, but I didn't really shade down on this defense. They're, you know, in a cloud flat, so chances are they're shaded up. As you see, I really could have threw to either or receiver because that mid read matched with my other receivers, so I could have thrown a pass lead inside to A and clicked on possession catch, or, you know, I can go ahead and just pass lead that down right there. Now, that easily is, like I said, a 5, maybe even 6 yard gain depending on the possession catch. Like right there, we got about 5 yards out of that. But that's really how you want to attack the cover 2 out of this. Now, against the cover 3, as you guys see, what I like to do is you can go ahead and really do the same thing with double spot. As you guys see, double spot right here. You can do the same thing. But what I like to do is if I notice they're playing a cover 3, I'll motion over A or B. And what's nice about this, you can create a very nice man beating zone right here. And as you guys see, we're going to have either the middle or underneath right there. So as you guys see, I'm dumping it off to my receiver down low. Kenny Galladay just fighting right there. I love it. And it makes for a simple completion right there. Again, with the cover 3, like I said, you can kind of do the same route beating concepts. It makes it really easy if you go ahead and do that, because you're going to go ahead and have Y regardless along the sideline. And it's actually a lot safer of a throw, because that corner is going to drop down, whether he's in a curl flat, a cloud flat, even a hard flat, because the hard flat obviously is going to play underneath on that drag. But you can go ahead and create route beating concepts. Again, I just like this one the most, because you can go ahead and just really just mess with your opponent this way, because you'll have the seam open, or you'll go ahead and have something like right here, again, Y wide open right there. The click on has to be really good from the safety, because again, it is a cover 3. So cover 3 implements sometimes a match principle if they don't baseline. So that's what I also like to do. Now lastly, I'll also do something like this, where I'll go ahead and kind of have a flood concept on the right side. And what I'll do is I'll motion Galladay out, and you're going to see right here, I'm going to go ahead and pass lead that inside right there to our running back. Obviously, you know, he dropped it, but Kerryon Johnson isn't going to drop that a lot. What you can also do, like I said, is put an out route right there, snap the ball. As you guys see, you can quick throw that, but again, you can go ahead and possession catch that right there, click on, boom, that's a nice 5-yard gain. Just make sure the user is faithful, because if they're not, you can go ahead, like I said, if they are getting a little bit too risky and they end up following the wheel, you guys are going to end up having a really nice dot along the sideline right here. As you guys see right there, the user's too late, he's not going to be able to get back in time, and you're going to have that corner out right there for a nice dot. So it's a very easy way to attack cover 3. Lastly, I wanted to go over a play and then one more, and as you see, we are in our slot curl. Now this corner out is very special and unique, and what's nice about this play is you only have to make one adjustment if you want, and I like putting A on a streak. And this is versus a cover 2, as you guys see right here, we're in a cover 2. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to motion B out, snap it real quick. As you guys see right there, X is going to drop that that corner, because the corner is going to see the drag coming across the field. You don't have to motion it if you want, it's up to you. Again, I like to, just to add some confusion to the safety, or to their users, so they can't really jump a route right there. As you guys see right there, pass lead underneath. Obviously, I probably had that X route, but again, if their user doesn't commit, I'm usually going to go to that lower route, because it's guaranteed yards, as opposed to that route right there, that X route. Who knows, they can get a crazy click on from their safety, and you can go ahead and really make, you pay with your read. As you guys see, again, that route absolutely destroys cover 2 and makes for an easy living. Now lastly, we're going to go over the PA post shot. Now what I like to do is always keep this play action. If they're blitzing heavy, you're going to cancel it, which means you're going to just block them. But obviously, if they're not, you can go ahead and keep it. And pretty much, this is a really good play ran stock. Again, as you guys see, this B route is going to absolutely kill that, route right there, or that zone. And it's going to make for an easy living, easy pickup. Both those crossers are very good at getting open. You just have to know, as an opponent, if you're going against different defenses, say I come out in a cover 4 palms with the match principality, you guys are going to notice that a lot of people are going to play that left side really, really tight, because that crossing route is very good. But again, you can hit your underneath routes. It makes for an easy touchdown, even if you go ahead and have Marvin Jones right there. Like I said, it is a match principle, so you're going to want to have at least some speedy receivers. Like I said, the Lions probably aren't the best example to use for this, but I like it regardless, because you have 2 drags pretty much, or you can go ahead and do this. And what I'll also do with this, as you guys are going to see next play, and low ball, not going to get to that, boom, nice little dot. But as you guys see, I'm going to run a cover 4 palms, and a lot of the times what people forget about these cover 4 palms is that the running back is usually left uncharted for. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is put him on a wheel, and what I like to do is go ahead and I'll streak Y, and I'll do something like that. So that's what the route concept will look like. And as you guys are going to see, this RB route is going to get absolutely naked versus the linebacker. Now, he's not going to get bumped like that very often. You just have to realize that, because it pretty much is a match concept. So it's going to make for a really annoying time. But what I'll do is I'll run it to the wide side of the field. So like I said, you just got to realize that your running back is going to end up having to beat his man right there. And as you guys see right there, easy adjustment right there. We're able to beat I don't know who 29 is, but that's a pretty fast corner regardless. It makes for an easy living right there, and I really like the fact that the match beating concept is there. Also, when they're running match, it's very important. You guys have to understand, if you guys see them bring their safeties in the box, generally it's a match, because they're going to want to stop the run. I played a lot of people who do that. So what you have to end up doing, like I said, is you want to put at least a drag on the field, something that will beat the match. And as you guys see right there, the match is not going to be guarded by that drag, or it's not going to guard the drag. So if you can get 4 receivers in there, great. If you have a fast tight end in there, great. Just make sure you understand the principles of match, which is you're going to have dots everywhere. You just have to understand how to break it down. Now lastly, we're going to go with the halfback draw. Pretty much showing you all these plays can be cover 3, cover 4, cover 2, and then obviously man to man. You guys kind of get the gist. The corner routes are the money makers right there. Again, very, very easy. But the draw is very good to mix up here and there, because you're going to go ahead and have holes with that draw. And if they're usually crashing their line out, which a lot of people do online and head to head, or if they have superstar abilities, they're going to go ahead and do that because it just makes sense. You know what I mean? You want to get the best sheds, which leaves for the middle of the field to be wide open. So even though it doesn't look like you're getting much on this draw, I'd recommend just running it, because practice mode, obviously you get a lot of sheds. We're getting really bad snaps from our center. That doesn't happen a lot of the time. He's just snapping it super high, making Matt Stafford have to take that extra millisecond. But again, it makes for a really good run play. And I believe, I can't remember what play, like that's a good snap, and you see right there we get like 5-6 yards. So you guys understand the principles of this tight flex. Use this offense to your advantage. It really does make a difference in how you play and the type of play style you use to beat your opponent. Well guys, that is it for today's video. Like I said, it's a very good offense, this tight flex, and there is a better one. I can't remember what playbook it is. It is an alternative playbook, so I believe it's, you know, pass balance. It's one of those. I can't remember. Go check it out on maddenfocus.com. You can look at all the playbooks for free, every single play in them. But if you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Go check out my newest ebook, guys. You guys are going to love it. It's based off the run heavy offense, multiple defense. And like I said, I'm grinding for clubs right now. Currently, I'm ranked number 8 out of everyone in my club. So, you know, I got to get to that top 6 point. I got a week and a half to do it, so I'm definitely going to be grinding the ladders. I've been trying to stream a lot recently, but once we make that spot, I'm going to be streaming a lot more, because I can go ahead and afford to do that. You know, I'll have a little bit more time on my hands since I don't have to always be grinding, doing all this work, that kind of stuff. But guys, this is JTibbs TV signing off, and as always, peace.